What is mutual aid? A quick explanation. Mutual aid is when people get together to meet each other's needs. It sounds simple, and it is simple. It's something people have been doing forever. However, if you see a group using the words mutual aid as opposed to charity or another word, it's likely they chose that term for specific reasons. It's important to understand a bit more about the term, so you have an idea of what the expectations of the group are likely to be. By the way, mutual aid is a concept you see a lot in and has been developed by anarchist circles. I'm not going to talk much about anarchism here because I'm making this during the coronavirus pandemic and I want to give people a very basic understanding of the idea of mutual aid very quickly. I'd encourage you to do some more research into this though. Point 1. Mutual aid. The key thing about mutual aid is there in that word, mutual. You might be more familiar with other forms of helping, such as professional helping done by people like nurses, or charity work carried out by volunteers. In both these cases, there is a clear helper and helpee, and help flows in one direction, from the helper to the person in need. People who use the words mutual aid, on the other hand, recognise that we are interdependent. This means that we all rely on other people in some way. You might need groceries picking up today, for example, and I might need someone to check over an important email next week. Or John here might be able to help his elderly neighbours with a lot of chores now, but if he falls sick, he might need some help himself. This means that mutual aid has a flat structure rather than a hierarchical one. This, by the way, is part of why mutual aid is an important concept in anarchist groups. Sometimes mutual aid involves groups of people doing things like protesting evictions or organising lifts to see friends and relatives in prison. The important thing is that these groups are still about mutual aid and still have that flat structure. There might be people who take on coordinating work, but they aren't bosses, and they might need help sometimes too. This can feel unnatural if you're not used to it. Point 2. DIY. Another important part of mutual aid is the idea of doing things yourself. We're very used to waiting for someone else to organise things, and it can even feel like we're doing something wrong when we just do it ourselves, without getting some kind of organisation or authority, like a local council for instance, involved. But there are a lot of things we can do by ourselves, and, more importantly, by joining together with other people. During the Montgomery bus boycott, for example, the Montgomery Improvement Association coordinated an intricate carpool system, helping people stay off the buses. To take a much smaller example, I couldn't find a video today that suited my needs, so I made this one. It's not flashy, but it's fine, and it has subtitles built into it. And I asked a friend to check over it. So, when you see mutual aid, remember, it's different to charity. It's about helping each other. It involves doing things yourself. Thank you for watching.